Hello, hello, mi family them. Una kusha kusha, una kabo kabo, wherever una day. And today again, we don't come back with another edition of What Would You Do? And today, the topic where we get is what would you do if your husband passed away and the family members decide to take all the property from the woman? And this thing that's what they talk now, things the way they affect most African women them all over the continent of Africa. And this year also don't affect a lot of people that way we decide for bring come the show ya so tuna. And today we want for make una share this video, make una invite una families and friends them for make them back will take a little piece of this topic here so we will talk today. And also we want for make una share una ideas them and what you wanna think say they affect this widow they are so na Africa. And also, the question where I get for now is when I think say them thing they are so where they happen, is it because of the African tradition or is a law by the family members? So now my own question and then they when I think say them thing they are so where they happen, say where you man die or your man passed away, now your family or your man in brother now them for take possession of your property. Now the culture law them there, or now we the individual them decide for create their laws then they and me what they talk to na me na Fatmata. And today I get me two wonderful co-hosts where they join me shortly, and I will call them for make them go introduce themselves to una. So una stay tuned, una fast una seatbelt and una share this video, and also una can comment and call the phone line there open, and una can call at any time. Thank you guys so much. And today I go introduce I'll call Madam Cabo for making go introduce himself to Una. Hi Madam Cabo.
Hi, Madam Savage. Thank you very much. On a good evening, Fambulem. Now, thank you for joining. The one they will know the Yeri better. Welcome on the show. So today again, we don't come with this topic just as Unayeri for Madam Savage. This is a very salient topic where it affects everybody, the whole of the continent of Africa. We know say yourself with time maybe it been exist, but not the culture probably frown upon it. But for now, we up to date. They happen SALONE, and I mean, as we all say, Africa, but SALONE to be precise, and then we want for concentrate. So we want to know if this not a cultural thing, if it gets to do with poverty, or this not just power conscious, where people that can take power in their own hands. So we want to know if not something where people then they do just because they want to bully the next person, or just because they take pride, say this man will passed away, not a family member, or not something when a cultural thing we acceptable, and how we can break this cycle. Waiting we want everybody call in, make we everybody give them contributions, because this is very, very important. So again, I hope so when I all go enjoy the show, that we all share to friends and families. And again, we hope say everybody will get something meaningful we will pull from here. Thank you, and have we hope so when I go enjoy the show with me. Thank you. Over to you, Madam Savage.
All right, thank you so much, Madam Cabo. And also I go introduce the man of the house when Mr. Umar will go introduce himself properly to Una. Hi, Mr. Umar.
Hello, family. Good evening, viewers, family. Today again, we don't come with the program just like Timmy Oracle say. I hope so. Una go enjoy the program. Una go call and contribute. And a very interesting topic today. We hope una all. Thank you very much. And love keep going.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Umar. Just like how we don't say, this thing they are so na things the way they affect a lot of African women, and we don't see where the woman they can go ahead. Sometimes they can struggle with them picking them because after you don't suffer, you don't deal with this money as to for so many years, or maybe now build this property then together. The way your man passed away, the family members them or the man and brothers then go strive for take this property so now you earn or even demand for them for be your second husband. Una think say that is right, me families and friends, or una think say na things the way traditional demand for make we do. And I go pass the baton to me co-host for make them back go buttress to this thing they are so. Hey, Madam Cabo and Mr. Oman. So what do una think about anything they are so?
Um, so, Mr. Omar, you want to go first?
No, you can go. You can go first. Get
I
you
guess,
off it first. Then from there, I go from there.
okay, somebody said a comment, quick comment about the show. Now, we want to see for address first. I don't know if we go
Okay.
start with that. It say, what about
Yes.
when the women die and leave properties? And why always do you guys are suggesting that men should be dying and leave with women behind? What happened to the widower in Sierra Leone and Africa? So, um, to me, I feel in my opinion, most times, a man then gets the money, and then get the power. And with the, not to say the question not legitimate, and we saw, it's not to say we are discriminate to the tribe for discriminate. This is not to anything get for do with sexism, but this get for do with waiting they happen the majority of the time. Now the man then get the upper hand. Now the man them, the woman and they move to the woman them, to the man them. So when you marry, now you they move to your man. So the property that we they acquire together, not to the other way wise. Other, not to say now the man they can to the wife and happen. Now the wife can don't move in. So the wife did to the man. So the property that way they can acquire most time that the man can get more. So um in the time the way can be say the woman get more upper hand, majority of the time, them man and they can move in with the woman, but it can don't be say the woman don't acquire that wealth there already, and most times them families then really will not see them, they just they come fit and take am from the man. Because for the most part, if people are not even explain, sometimes then they woman they can marry them Maya because they want stability in their life, and most of them can don't give something to the man where the man can don't get control over that thing. Because from the time when you marry the woman, most time the man and they control the wealth, even if not the woman in own. So for majority of the time, I believe say, waiting me understand, woman and can don't give your share to the man. And sometimes they can be saying a woman, the more we know really get picking, they can take them gamble and they can say let the man come in. And most times really, we not can see woman, the family they able for overturn then decisions then they more than the way man in family they can able for overturn the decisions then. Then in my opinion, most of the people then can die, then left woman then most time the woman the way they suffer most, now the one that we get picking them and then picking and then they grow up. And then they can just say, well, the man in family, they're entitled, and again, everything where they get there on that land day, the woman and the society, even if you take them to court, sometimes they they win. So I feel same me for now, they I go stop.
All right.
Over,
Thank you so much, Madam
you
Cabo.
welcome.
Yes. Over to you, Mr. Oman.
Well, you know, for me, I think I'm say any law in a country, most of the time a local. And given at we own situation, given at we own culture, I feel say the man in family they get right for take the property. Because when you watch at a constitution, one of the key elements of the constitution, we make up a constitution, one of the key elements now culture. That's why even if you try for defend them, there is no way you could defend the constitution if you don't mention culture and convention. So so like we get right for do that. And Sierra Leone again, now a country where the system look a little bit flexible. Now, if the woman and the man they may do registry marriage, then Lord they can come inside. But if the man and the woman are ordinary traditional marriage then do, then the family get all the right to hold on the property because the woman can marry into the family. And not like Europe here, where you go say, well, the man and woman stepped out of the family, try to build their own family on their own. In Sierra Leone, it's either the woman can marry into the family when a matiloka, or the man go married. The woman can marry into family when a matiloka, or the man go marry into the family when a patiloka. You know, so in this time around, if it before say the man in move go married, then the woman get all the same over the property because now the man in move go married. But if it be the other way around, wherein the woman ain't can marry into the family, then you can marry into the family. The only way you go to stay into the family, you get hold of the property. Now, if you're able to maintain your relationship even after when the man don't die. And all over Africa, if you can watch, most of the time, you find out, see, then they look for a suitable suitor among the cousins, brothers, or within the family where he could take care of the woman, or where he could marry the woman, go marry to. This is now a popular culture. It happen all sides. Very popular culture, you know. So like, I don't feel say any injustice there under. If you don't marry to a man, you want get the property then. You don't marry to the man, you not part with the man. The opportunity, then the way they prescribe traditionally, culturally, way it show you say if for them within the family, if you want get part of the man property, then you get for them within the family. Now the law that for now. Until we get law where it can contradict that one, what we get now, we own customary laws. Until we get laws where you can contradict that one, where they be don't set from the colonial days, then we could be different thing. But for now, I don't feel say the family do anything bad for all on the property. But the line open again, we go make the line open for people who get waivers in law in terms of Sierra Leone, in terms of on such issues. Una go call again, let una give una own contribution. But me, according to what I know and how far I know, I feel say the people and the family not make anything in a wrong thing. If the woman want get part of the property, it will stay into the family. Because when the man die and the woman then they move out, not to the pikin, the pikin always in the family.
They can take care of the pikin there?
Yes. We, Mrs. Kago, we culture already the pikin then inside the family are part of the family. And then Sierra Leone majority we get an extended family. It's not a family wherein you say, na my wife, me pikin, and me no more, na we. In Sierra Leone, you get your cousin, you get your uncle, you get a very supportive family. Now that make you say, you see, I'm saying, it's not easy for make you see one man standing. Most of the time, you get a backing up from a family. We get a very strong, extensive family. And if somebody passes away along the line, the beginning within the family, no matter how it's difficult for that family, somebody can stand out for make sure you see the welfare of the picking then go before, you know. But you know what as a woman, you marry, when the man die, you can't take the part of the property, you left the picking at the family, way a before so it don't day, no matter what time, you left the picking at the family, the language they go, you decide to go enjoy that other man in sweat with other man na corner, where I don't feel say it make any sense, you know. So like me can say all.
Okay, so my question where I get is, so my question where me get is, so you want say, because we don't see again, not to all family then they be extended family that term. And I think the we don't see where some pikin they whether they lost their mama or one part of them parents them, would they see where some of the family then they able for take care of the other person pikin. And you go see even say when a school uniform say if you ask uncle for buy you a school uniform, you go tell you say you not get money, but he rather buy thousand of uniform them for their own pikin them. So what about if for example like some okay your man die and stuff, na me dey take care of me pikin dem. So you wan say I no get part of that share dey wey na me dey take care of me pikin dem, not to family members dem, not to me man im family dem dey take care of me pikin dem for me, na me dey take care of dem. Because I don't know. So
Um,
wetin you think about that dey?
Efe, it really sad sometimes, you know. Sometimes we get laws the way no can fit. Sometimes we get laws the way people say actually they go against what we stand for. You know, this now what it be. Now the law this way we don't dey practice. We culturally we don't dey practice am from all along. And it happen. And this, if you know that as a woman, you want secure that in the future, you know, say multi-man life no guarantee. That time when you married, you get all the right to advocate for a registry married. But in a traditional married, where you go married, in fact, when you go married, you come into the family. Traditional, most of the time, you see say the woman, not only the man is married to in an Africa setting, rather it is married almost to the entire family. You know, it makes sure say the entire family in welfare within the household, you know, and be part of them. And it makes sure say the saying within the household not only remain between him and a man, but the uncle gets saying, the daddy gets saying, this now people also in we own setting, we get right to the property. You know, so like the other scenario we can make anything most of the time loopholes. These are some of the loopholes. If in case the man no left property, then the picking and the suffer, then papa and no dey for take care of them, or he get a greedy uncle. We don't talk about that. What we dey talk now that if the man left property we for take care of the picking them, you know, the property for remain say a day, then make sure say they see the picking the welfare. Any kumbra we elect in picking, you man no go die no more, you jump for go out. If you dey
Mr.
go out for
Yeah, yeah.
marriage to another,
Mr. Umar, not to buy jump for go out. The thing is, we don't see where a lot of women them, not to one, not to two, majority of them, where the man die, not to say that they jump for go out or they get man another side. No, we don't see where the family members or the brother then go tin up say, well, you get for go. Now then they drive the woman there by force. Say you get for go this house or this property or so now we brother their own and time they can even they give not even a single thing said to the picking them. And also we get a call. Hello caller, waiting at your name and who say the call from?
Yeah, na my name Mohamed Jallo. I call from Germany.
Hi
Hi,
Mohammed, how are you?
welcome.
I'm fine, yeah. So
Yeah, thank
concerning
you
this
so
issue,
much for
this
calling.
yeah, no problem. You're welcome. Yeah, concerning this issue, yeah. So then thing already happen at salon, so you know good there because yeah, we get we culture not true, but you know mean say we somebody don't be a widow or a widower, so the family for can take everything from the woman or the man. Yeah, we know so we go we own culture, but for example, like we Muslim, then I make the Quran make everything simple for them kind issues, and they yeah. That make me the best advice no more for any Sierra Leone where you don't marry the wife. Me own opinion where you don't marry the wife, you don't get speaking then. You have to make sure say you put you picking a name and you my name because some family then they wish for take everything. And that married the way somebody
Thank
don't
you.
die, he left in wife. Yeah, for example, the Islam say when somebody die, he left in wife. The Islam allow small brother or big brother for married woman. That's if the woman accept and the man accept, because not you know for be by force. But that not mean say back then for take all the woman in property na and then they back in the Islam not allow than they you know because most of the cultures in Sierra Leone back today now the Islam law I would follow most of with the Muslims in Salone. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for you partake. And also, you know, like my question where I get for you is, you know, like we don't see a lot of time, where just like how you say no more, like most of the time then they follow, the Muslim laws them where the person die, then they not to force that they force. But we don't see where some cultures them that they force the woman then by force for make you married the man. And also if you not marry the
Yeah.
man in
And
brother, then they kick you out by force. You think say,
yeah, none
that
of the
then
problem,
na
none of the
tradition
problem with
on
some of
our
we people
laws.
them. Some of the people in a salon, then they tell you say they learn Quran, but they not understand what in the Quran say. Because the Quran say, for force the woman for married to the man. If you ask the woman if he willing for staying at the family. If the woman say not willing for staying at the family, una forget your share of the property, ne ego say one go, but not for force them to marry to anybody. That's what the religion say. Everything simple, but some of the people in a salon, then they pray, then they read Quran, but they not understand the Quran. For read and for understand are two different things. Some people do not translate and they
Yes.
don't understand what the Quran say. Then they mix up things after running out, then go say Muslim na so then they na so then they, but everything should be for us the woman. Because it happened in my family, I lost my big brother, so my other big brother be one married the woman. The woman refused, so what him then do? The house to the man left, they say they for rent the house for 4 years, then give the woman because the woman not get picking at the family. So then rent the house for 4 years. The one who lost, then give the money to the woman. So now you share and because the man left a mama a small one there. So you see, so then he get a share. They not get the whole house, but he
Yeah.
get a share, he get something.
Okay, so based on your story, right? What you don't say, based on what another experience now in a family, and I get a question, right? So what about, for example, like for saying me and me man, I'm mean to build a house there. Then unfortunately say I die or in die. You think say na the right thing for make me own family members or the man in family members then share that property. Either way, na me and that person they build a house from scratch. Na me and to work hard
Yeah,
and
then
build the house.
like a winner in I meet the man build the house, not to see them
Okay.
to build the house. Not like housewife, and
Oh,
he
okay,
meets
I
the man don't
see.
build the house. I make them do so.
Oh, okay.
And then talk with
Thank
him
you.
family, they accept that before then do it.
Make a
Okay.
question.
Yes.
So let's say if Pikin in day inside the family, what do you feel say
Yeah.
for happen? Then for still
Yeah, for
share
example, like me
the
and
gear
family,
let go.
if Pikin meaning of the family, automatically the house they belong to that Pikin day.
Hmm.
Okay,
The
so
Oh,
then
house they
the woman
okay.
belong to
na
that
what
Pikin
will
day.
happen?
Huh?
Okay, Lord say if it became in day, it automatic say the house they go to the Pikin. So where the woman therefore be still able to get something.
So that means we see the house don't belong to the Pikin, that means the house belong to the woman because then the mama then get for take care
No,
until the
no.
Pikin big.
Lord, twist and around now. I want for ask now. Lord say if this woman no get picking with the man, Lord say you can't inside the family, you meet the man getting your picking already. Then maybe God not give you picking you and this man. If the man pass away, would I out there for you to forgive anybody something? Like what if the
Then go
woman
give the
forget?
then go give the woman share, but the house where the man left it belong to the Pikin.
The Peking. Good.
Okay, so share of let's say if you get any other property or money.
Yeah, for example, like this one me tell you now, so not only that, if
Mm-hmm.
my brother been get land na rokel and give the woman, don't they rent that house they get na Calbaton for 4 years, then yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so Lord
wow.
take care in the case the people that will not get enough like you brother, they all they get, you get some family, that one great house where that man gets, now they back all the family they make accommodate, then are the breadwinner. Then the
Yeah, now they
breadwinner,
now
if you pick up one or two picking, then he
yeah
can
now
die.
they
If
now now they now
huh?
if na Muslim now they now therefore ask landed people may they share the property, then the family take decision number. But the problem now Salome. Yeah, the families and also families and keep the property. Yeah. And I know
So
that
Mr.
because it
Woman,
happen
mm,
it don't happen, I don't see her from this salon, I know. Yeah, some families and so then they can't go then can't cap we not to the right thing and they because me they are so
Thank
me not be support than the but not to me house so I not get nothing they according to them listen to me. Because if not for me, then not
Right.
for what you man say, no, I'm married to nobody in the family. No me say you man not get for anything in the family. But them, unfortunately, them get shares because they get land and then get 4 year money. And that 4 year money a lot because now 3 stores there would the house will be and the rent all and get for 4 years.
That's good. So, Mr.
So
Uma, you
it
get
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't get anything much. We go left the corner and go give line to other people. Later we go comment on what he does say.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Una thank
much.
you.
Thank you
Una
so
thank you.
much,
Una thank you. Una
Mr.
thank you.
Mohammed. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
let's
really
do program.
appreciate
Una
for
thank you. Yeah.
share with
Right.
we.
You're
Okay, you're
welcome.
welcome. Thank
Right.
you. Thank you. And we just want to say thank you so much to Mr. Mohammed, at least for share, in story with us, waiting way happen between the family. So we really, really appreciate that. And then they will kind of like open a lot of people their mindset and also go make a lot of things then go change as well. So Mr. Umar, so wetin you get for say about wetin Mr. Mohammed say, like wetin are the one or two things there wey you pick out of the caller?
Um, Mr. Yeah, he said very well. He talk most of the thing the way I been he talk. It clear say to we how we see and where you marry the born picking there, the man left property. When the man die, the picking and get the property, and nobody no go take this property in their hand. Now then get the property. The question can now the picking in the way the man die or how old and the way the daddy die. Then now the time we can carry the question say, okay, yes, the woman can get possession of the property if in case he will take care, incapable for take care of the property, way outside and no can grab an hand until the pikin reach of age, or most of the time in will setting, now the uncle then can take care of the property, and that not always almost not all the sub-region where I don't observe, now the uncle can take care of the property, till the pikin don't reach of age, then from there they can control the property henceforth. But it talk one thing where I not been just agree with. It just try for link uh, the old law to a Muslim. And I can understand about Muslim, but this thing not only happen within Muslims, it even happen within Christians. It happen with Sierra Leone as a whole. And people most of the time, even the Christians can do. I'm not only Muslims, even the Christians. And when we discuss, a lot we discuss in broader time because we get 3 major religions in Sierra Leone. When at the ATR, the Muslim and the Christians. Yes, of course, we the Muslims we are 71%, and most of the time we influence some of these laws. But this the apple. This not just a traditional setting. It happen on both sides. And even in the churches, sometimes they can go on only church, they marry at the church. From there, they forget say they for do registry. Now, as a woman, if you want to get a well secured home, make sure say the man that's the way the man in blood oath. Make sure say you drag and una go na registry, una married, una don't do the traditional. It can be vice versa. If you be first, it depends who are married in company. But until Sierra Leone, most of the time, the man and marry the woman. So drag your man in that place. Then again, when a property, you they build a property, you can only build a house you entitled to them when you named it at the document. For instance, we the talk so for instance, me get person, me own person, when a build house, the house in plan, now in picking the name, in first picking and in second picking, and the name the panel. So in that way, everybody don't know say this na property for the pikin dem. When the man die, the woman no go can claim the property, neither the family will can claim the property. The only thing the pikin dem will get guidance if they not reach for take care of the property. But as Sierra Leone dey, the family get all the rights for hold on the property, and if the woman wan get part of the property, it can stay into the family. If the family dey nice, like what happened to that guy, we can tell and say the family nice. They can get a part of in property, depending. on the relationship between the woman and the
Well,
family.
just like how you say,
know?
Mr. Uma, where you say, like what you say, the man say, like what Mr. Mohammed say, just like how he say, that's a Muslim law, because just like where you read the law of marriage na Sierra Leone, then they na Muslim, then they acquire, then they say, like when the man die or the man go away, now the family members then they for take charge of the property, especially the brothers of the
Well,
man, and also
um,
the man and brother they entitled forget the property and also married the man and woman. That's a Muslim law. But Christian law
Effie,
say, yeah, no, I'm not at the camp. Now the laws that they read
yeah,
now
go
see
on, go
now.
on, go on.
But
Sorry.
Christian law say, Christian law and they permit two wives anyway. So then they una one man, one woman. And also they say even if you divorce, you and that man they share the property. That's the law of Christian. And they're not about say if the person since the person passed away or the person died. If the person died now the woman and the pikin there now they get the property. That's Christian law. If
Um,
then divorce, then they
F,
split the property. No matter whether the woman heap money or the man heap money or nobody put money, once na that property they acquire wey una married, una dey split the property. That's a Christian law.
um,
So na that there they say.
Effie, Effie,
Mm-hmm.
Sierra Leone not be ruled by Christian law. Sierra Leone they ruled by the constitution.
No, but that's the law. That's the
Wait,
law where they make
at the
for.
Kamla answer your
Yeah,
question.
on the
At the
website.
Kamla
That's the
answer your
law. When
question.
you read them,
Let,
that's the law.
let answer your question. Let answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be specific here.
Mm-hmm.
When you married your wife na church, una not gonna registry. Anything will happen after the marriage, where in term of you not get no influence over the law. When you want let the what in the law sabi, when you marry the wife legally, una go register. When such situation arise, it can be fight them. Now, if you already visit churches, where they visit court, yes, most of the time, the cases the way they can be a mixed case.
Mm-hmm.
It can be more, not for saying that only Christian or only Muslim. This also say the thing na a problem a day. So the time and the most elite people, the most educated people we know about the law. We talk Christians when are just 21%, but when we talk, most influential people are the Christians in Sierra Leone, in as much as then only 21%. So most of the time, they can fight for them right. Most of the time, they can make sure they can go through the law for make sure they get the justice. And most of the time,
Well, why make you think say then they get the justice though? Mr. Uma, why make you think say that they get the justice? Because that's the law.
I know they say
So
that they get the
whatever.
justice, then Kiev will fight for get justice. This is because they are influential.
Anyway,
No
we'll
means
get another caller on the phone. We'll get another caller on the phone, please. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and say the call from.
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon. I want to do the
Hi.
Hey, Miss Daisy, don't say
Hi, Miss
hello, everybody.
No, long time.
I know.
Welcome back.
You work schedule and change, so I always miss you by the time they come on, I don't miss you.
Oh, okay.
But I don't come back. I don't come.
Thank you.
Yes, we're happy.
And it's very, very sensitive to most of us. Where don't go through that one day. Where your parents die, then the family then can shape all things, then forget about the pikin. It's not about the woman here, not about the pikin. But then they forget that by the time where your papa don't die, within a year, some person they don't drop out of school because money no dey. And the time where the papa didn't leave, at least there was something where if they be left a number for the pikin, for let the woman manage and make the pikin go able for go school and go better themselves. But the family don't kind of not shape all. Then at the end of the day, the pikin left now they struggle. Is it not about time for let some of them with customary lawyers so they change? I mean, the things that were good, we know they talk say we for change everything or we now this person now we don't come with man now because we don't come at them time country. So, but the thing that we're good, we for keep them. But the one that we're bad, and we really see that this particular law is bad. We need for change them. You know, really, really fair to the woman, and not fair to the picking them more especially. How you go there, you papa even get because now you papa don't die, they begin for suffer. Why? Because family they don't can't take all things. And also by force. Okay, if I die, if my papa, me man die, I for go marry to in brother or in cousin or I for live in the family. No, that era they don't pass. And the worst thing that happen to with people, the fact say they're not the right will. They're not they do anybody will start to begin to me a young force. No, you the day from when you small, you're supposed to don't write you will, you don't left hand. So at least I'm going to go through that will day. That's only something you say. Oh, but if you don't left will, what do you expect? You were set up where ask you, if you die tomorrow, what you wanna do? If you are not bring that kind of stuff, you want to kill me? No.
I know, so true.
You don't know the day, you don't know the time when you go die. So you're supposed for left will. Man or woman, no. You're supposed for left will. Right your will and left hand. In case it happens, if you live 99 years old, fine. But if God take your life before that 10 days, let them see something written. There are some people, even when in the right will step, people that they go back and go change their will day. Then they change their family, they go and change that. But at least there was something. But people they refuse to do that day. In need for the done, you need for encourage each other, you know. So yeah, the always say so you need for tell you you get will, write your will. Or if I sit tomorrow, I incapacitated, I'm not able for make medical decisions for me. Now this I want to say this. When I put Jesus for me, I not do this, when I do that. But we they refuse for do that day. In the name say I young. When not young go, you they die they come at any time. Now that no more guess what I still
all right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam Aisatu. I appreciate that. And we get another caller on the phone. Hello, caller. What's in your name and who side the call from?
Hello. Good evening. This is Crispin from Istanbul.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, ma. Firstly, I want to tell Mr. Omar thank you for all in contributions, but it missed the points now because and I remember when I married, we were advised to take our marriage certificate to register it within 7 working days. If you don't do them, it becomes null and void. Your marriage becomes null and void. So that means from the church, you don't go to the state. From that private, you don't go to government. So every law is as soon as you don't register, you don't be under the law. So being 21% of Christians or 15% of Christians, as soon as you don't register your marriage certificate, it is under the law. Now the law be governing now. And gone are those days when man and woman go don't suffer, they don't fight for the picking them. Then one stupid brother and will not be noticing the pan, grab no see the kind of wealth and wealth. Gone are those days, man. Like when the world difficult, so forget $1 away difficult, so you don't suffer because if you don't know myself, they wait for me, brother, we die. So tonight instead we go put poison for you, not kill you, because we are seeing them can't take the property not be my hand. What are those days? You go for the advice people them, then they don't go. If I tell you they need to take that safe. No. So then they take that again. You don't go. We know they encourage people for bring that kind loading to we die for bringing for married to in border. No, you don't go. You don't go. And we ask government for like a look into some of the laws for ratify them, bring them, change some of the old archaic laws for fit into the system. Because it's difficult, man. It's really difficult for take care. Like you do too, Mr. Omar, you don't fit, okay, get 3 picky, you don't fit, God don't bless you. You don't get 1, 2 small abule. Then God, not to get life. God can't take you. You woman, you don't fit, you don't save you, like we difficult to that part of this world. You don't save you, don't get small thing. There's somebody come up from nowhere. We should say no care, but in one sense, not by yourself. You say they can't take you host. So if you even left the picking and treat them, you are trending. These are very
Yes, it
sensitive
is.
issues. Some picking they could go na treat. Some people then they like forfeit everything. Now one strong parent or one strong family member, and they can grab everything with the sidon panam, tonka katua. It is
Yes.
heart rending. You know, it kill, and that individual way don't happen to it get bitterness na mind, na heart. Na like a potential bomb the way they go explode somewhere. You see, it's
So
very,
true.
very, very, very actually bad. It's very difficult. Therefore, big government, let them look into some of them marriage laws, then kind thing and they being Muslim or Christian. What do you think so for the advice people then? Now if you don't marry the Muslim way, because most marriages can be done then local wedding. Advise the people then for go let them get certificate and go register them. I think so when you register now they don't become certificate. You see people there, so tell them you don't call, they don't do the nikah. At the end of the day, man, they say no married you man. I'm not married anymore. Me ain't not married. If you go marry other
Oh
person,
yeah, and that happen a
it will go
lot.
scotch free. It don't happen a lot, it will go scotch free because don't go register them. Therefore don't get to where the Muslim community for don't get to where okay, Imam, we get a certificate. Married, I like a small mosque, married, you have the certificate, go register them. When you register them, then the law of the country, the governor. I remember I really tell them about why the 21% of the Christians they get justice. It's because then go register them, and as soon as you go register them, then get sense for go register them. You know the fall victim that way. Too much.
Yes.
You be able to go into the system and look at all them small thing them or point out say, okay, this person will register. And the first thing is they register in certificate. Now Lord look into them. All picking them get rights to property. You uncle, you auntie, you na secondary, you not the part of this. You na secondary, not deal with the picking them and the wealth. You see, and you talk about divorce, then they share the property. We're not to die, then they share the property equally. Sometimes woman is get more than the man safe because he get responsibility for taking care of the picking them more. You see, Mr. Omar, I think say the law they govern certificates where you register. I think say that's in place. So go for advice to Muslims them, the imam them. Yes, we recognize we are all one. Go for advice them. Let them put things in place for get certificate. I like that house wedding. Get certificate. We will give the people them because God the word say you dey marry between God and two or three people as witness. So even if na host, na married, now they don't join you now. God don't join you now together. Give a certificate, go register them. My brother will register, you fight them. You fight them and you win them.
Right.
As long as it is
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
If I get anything, I will come over.
All right, thank you. Really appreciate you. We really, really appreciate.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Umar. So what's it?
Well,
Mr. Umar, Mr. Bona, want for me to play the video?
The video or the comments them also.
Yes, Mr. Umar, go ahead.
When I go play first, or make go ahead.
Yeah, make you play first the video. No, go ahead. As soon as you finish, then that way the technical team got already the video. That way we'll play the video where where one of the members go ahead and interview. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. At this call away a cancel, I tell and thank you. Actually, I don't miss the point. Rather, I just can't make my point clear. If you be listening to the topic, I mentioned this 21% now because of the previous caller been just one side the law, they try to say this is a Muslim law. I just try to tell and say this is not a local way of setting. This is not a system, this way it go cut across. Then one thing again, when I mention again, I say now that the constitution supersede the laws of the churches and the mosques. That don't make now force them. If not be they get a form. Now, when you go married, na church or mosque, the pastor already get a form. Then they give a form, then they fill a form, then ordain are married. Then after that, you get for gold. I say again, when the iron works, now that thing for nakam. Now that thing they use and you drag the man una go register the document na all post it. Yes, because if we not go register the document all post it at that time when the iron one, then you see don't take the man, and if you not say the man, then they look for a way out. As time they go, that's how they give excuse. So that's why the iron one, we all size shape, all size straight. Now that time they for force the man, force them in the sense that try to persuade them, una go register una document. But believe me, if una no go register una document you left down this so, then anything will happen. Believe me, along the line, anything will happen along the line. Believe me, in a fun. So like the caller, I think say we see the same side. Maybe so they don't understand the way I be comment. The 21%, I just mentioned that 21% just for buttress the point where I make say no matter what you do until you get a registered document from the government of Sierra Leone responsible, whether the registry will responsible for that. Other than that, the family get all the right to own the property. Now, when you come with document for contradicting the family say, or when you come with a will, like what our previous caller say, when I get a will, or when you come up with a document, host plan, when are the family in name una family, what I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Bangura, una family name the pana, you name the you first name, you surname, and the man in first name and you surname the pana, that property on to get up. Other than that, we only go guarantee you a registry.
Okay, and right now we get one message we make up with a laugh from Prince. Prince say if my family try it, he say if the unfortunate things happen because it is inevitable that I will get up for my good best from each and every one of them. So please they say if this thing happen to a family member, I think say they say if family member share in property, they don't give away from pikin, they say go get up for the grave, they flog each and every one of them. If they go beat them all one by one.
Well, please,
that was so funny.
well, please, now good idea, Randy, but it depends because now 6 feet. Now you gonna know the kind strength we go to lift 6 feet. 6 feet. Then they put all it dot you. Then they put stick. They knock the stick. They make sure say tight fit. If you meet up bad family, they said in the concrete and back. If you meet up bad family, in the concrete and so that when you wake, you don't go shoot the dirty camera. So
it's so funny.
Let you not continue the concrete grave. So I don't know if you come anyway. So but anyway, let's play the video. Let you address it.
How about Louis, your comments? Louis, speak.
What you say?
Louis Figo.
Yes, it's saying advice to man and woman in Sierra Leone to put in place everything like when you have kids, put their names in a will. So if the man or the woman dies, the record will speak for itself and by the family lawyer. Where we don't play the video, I guess something I Google, but the laws for Philippines. So where would the things SALONE, as long as they have pen and paper, some people and they're still able to overturn them, according to my research.
Okay. And we'll get a call on the line. Let me answer.
Take a caller.
Yeah. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who say you come from?
Yes, Mina Edward Mar, call from Philadelphia.
Edward, thank you.
Hi, Edward. How are you? Thanks for calling.
I'm good. How you do?
Well, they do fine. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice.
So, what's in your take to this?
I think everybody don't make a very, very brilliant contribution today in the program. I just want to commend the caller we talk about will. It's very, very important that in their instances there will get for make the difference. Because then for at the end of the day, I mean, show within the intention of that somebody will get the property, right?
Yes.
But then again, I not just want to belabor the point. I don't know if I recall. Sometime I think in 2000 something, the Sierra Leone government may not ratify that up to me law. Like the government be don't say if you all woman that una they together one not married for like I think 4 or 5 years, they qualify for be like married. You know what I mean? So it's already in the law that if you keep woman for like 4 or 5 years, I can't specifically say the year, but
Yes.
that's there now. You know what I'm saying? So it automatically the woman automatically qualify for get part of the property. But then again, let we play the devil's advocate here. You know what I mean? If we want the argument for go before, because it's like we're all being one-sided right now. Let's say this woman and dip and the man in debt because of improperty, waiting for happen. You know what I mean?
It asked me the question. Yeah, you asked me that question, eh?
We have selfish people, I mean, from both sides. You know what I mean? And they look for chances. You know what I mean? You get somebody, probably you don't get boyfriend at corner and stuff like that, then connive for kill the man or something like that. I'm not saying it is, but it's the probability that, again. So let's look at from all the angle them. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to say.
Okay, so that means you're asking us the question directly. Like, what do we think about that?
Yes, I'm just saying. Yes.
Yeah.
So in that case, waiting for happen, that woman deserve the property or not?
Yeah, but in that case, let me say, like, how do we know, say that the woman killed the man? We don't have no ideas. And the only person that know that the woman, so the only,
yeah,
so that's what I'm saying.
From other angle. So based on the arguments we're on the floor right now, would they talk like everything being equal? The woman get right to the property, of course. Like I don't say the SALONE government, we don't make that law and all of that, so it is there. But let's say, what if foul play is part of the issues or the issue? You know what I mean?
I can speak
to
that.
We could do that
please?
in that instance.
I will let
Yes. Do you really want us to answer the question right now, or you want us to wait after you already? Okay. Well.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Madam Cabo wanted to say something. Madam Cabo, please go ahead, please.
To me, whether not the woman or not the man, but Lord address the woman because not the would they sympathize with here. If it prove, if they get something for proof, if the law able for proof, say the woman in really kill the man, no, it not deserve anything because the law for taking action, like the law for taking cause. So whatever it is inside the books, if the books say the woman for go for X amount of years, now just that in need for pay, we come back, the property belongs to them because maybe will don't show scenario, then so be it, it can go for in 30 years, 20 years, it come back. If the house then but if
I want to interject on that. I mean, that's somebody wrong. If we lost everything, so not to like go serve the punishment.
For me is wait, I just want to say a quick thing.
I don't know the law. I try for say let the law take in course because what me feels say the person for forfeit everything because now wicked intention. But then I don't know what in the laws of we land. So now that make I try for say here if it show because we not go just say even if the person and the woman cook, maybe the man just lost his life. Still, you get forget something beyond reasonable doubt, and at the law now get for the family member for take this to the police and feel and tell waiting them feel say make them feel say now the woman involved. So if the criminal justice department come up with the decision say yes, then proven guilty. If inside the law whatever they for say the woman in punishment for B, me I think say now for B. And if that include for lose the property, it's supposed to be that way because to me the intention not being right for where he can marry to the man and he wrongfully kill somebody. But again, I don't know what's in the books. So now that's how they say because the property and the crime are two different things. And so me look at them. If the property to me, the just way I go want for let me, if it happened to me brother, and for let me, the person lost everything. But then I don't know
Yes.
waiting the law, because the property where the woman gets and the law and the crime we commit now two different things. The property na your own. The waiting it
Okay.
commit na different things. So, but if they say
Let
inside
we
the
expand.
married
Let we
law, if
expand.
you kill
Let we
person
expand
for
the argument
forfeiture,
further.
yes, so be
Yeah.
it for forfeiture.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to know the
Mrs.
argument
Cabo,
further.
I can make a
What is
comment to us that quick.
Sure, sure. Sir.
okay?
Oh, okay. Caller, for answer your question, the will, now the money last wish. The woman ain't get the property. Now, when such thing happened, then found the woman guilty na court. Then the judge in your own discretion that either for hand over the property for let the woman forfeit the property to the court, or they use the woman a part of the human property as way of punish him, or they hand over the property to the family. Now so miss him, but the woman ain't get in property. Killing the man and the property are two different things. So that side we know that side we can understand that side the court then go handle that. Then you talk one thing again, but then I go wait where you go off the line. Then from there where I they give me own comments. From there I will talk on that. FA.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
All right then. So go ahead. So you get a clear mind on that?
Yes. Like I was saying, I support the argument. But I just think say when we argue, we get for look on all sides, not only on the good side or where things are normal. How about abnormal issues? Then to just close, I think okay, what if this woman they find her guilty, right? And picking involved into the all of the issues, how we think say for happen, waiting for happen.
Can you come back
Especially when the
again?
children young.
You say
I
what?
can answer. I can get the answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pikin,
Go ahead.
if the pikin involved, if they try for say the woman don't do the thing, but the woman get pikin, how for handle am?
Yeah.
Well,
Mr. Umar. Yeah, Mr. Umar. Go ahead. Maybe after
no, go
Mr.
on, go on,
Umar.
go on, go on. Okay.
So
FA, when picking involved, the will already don't specify. The will,
yeah.
the the will already allocate what they go to the picking, then what they go to the woman. Now the share, the picking in own share, whether the woman guilty or not guilty, now the picking is share. Now, waiting day for the woman, now they the judge they own side they can. Either the woman for forfeit her to the state, or they forgive her to the Pekin, the woman in Pekin. That side you I not get too much idea that side. Because that's like, but
Yeah.
when it be in a situation wherein the man left a will that this property that for me wife and me Pekin are not specified how many percentage go be for a wife or how many percentage for be for a woman, then the woman found guilty, then all of a sudden the property now the Pekin get her.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
yes,
Thank you
and
so
then
much.
to me is, this situation, yeah, so and very, very slim, okay? Because there's a two-way side. We're not gonna say sometimes yes, a woman then go capable for kill the man then because of the property where the man acquire. But the thing is, it depends to how they go know say another woman they kill a man. And just like how Mr. Umar and Mr. Cabo don't say it depends on the laws and stuff. But for me is if that woman they get pikin for the man and the woman guilty for kill a man, I believe say the woman not forget nothing, and forget zero of the property and all the property for go to the pikin. To me, that's how I feel though. To me, because na then me feel. And then also again, there's a possibility say that argument is not true. What about na the family members then poison the man and try for put on the woman in head, try for blame, say that the woman don't kill a man. we don't see that thing, and there is possibility of that day can happen so much in the African society, where we don't see family members that they poison the man, that they kill them brother, then they end up blame the woman, saying that the woman killed the man. But the thing is, how we gonna know? And waiting at the assurance say yes, that the woman then killed the man. So now that day, na my own question I get now.
Yeah, in that situation,
Caller on the line.
And then two, we get a call on the line. We just want you for hurry up in the like 1 minute.
There we go.
okay, so definitely, I not just want to hold the line for too long again. I just want to say thank you very much. I just want to commend Una for our effort. Now they bring social issues that we can discuss and just talk as young people. And just bring situations them and try for find solution. But thank you very much, and let's allow others to come on board and contribute. Thanks once more.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Edward. Thank you, Edward. Hello, caller. Waiting at your name and who side the call from, please.
Hello, brother, Madam Effie, and the others.
Yes.
Crispin again. Yeah, I listened the guy, the last caller in question, and I think I make some comment on Facebook. I think, yeah. There are a lot of instances like that. You go see family where sometimes the man was very hardworking, very hardworking. They go to for make things work, get place, get houses, just because sometimes God don't take that man in life. Oh, you don't get 2-3 family members. Well, you see that person I have killer, 9 points in them. At one point in time, then they talk about the set of people in SALONE, and I don't want to call it a particular tribe name. So then they poison the man and the grain bottle. Those are just instances. Where you there? You see them. You see how we put bottle there. Somebody die of natural death, you don't know. Not till we get with the sleep or not the week. You sleep, people they sleep, they're not the week. Not till you get life. How can you tell that the man or that the woman kill the person? So in them cases, then I believe say by the trend, the line, the man after the man, the next of king are the wife, and the picking them. Now so the book say. Now if the woman become he go court and they find her guilty, say he kill a man, he not kill a man for property as far as the court aware, and they charge him for murder. If they find her guilty, he go in jail. Then the next in line are the kids. They take care of the property. If the woman get for communal jail, he can't take care of his property again. If the picking them no up to that age for taking care of property, then the court can hand over to lawyer for oversee and save the money. If now rent, they rent and save the money. I think that's so easy work. But they not the charge you man say that you kill the man. Now you for property, no. Now more than the kid the state to charge them for. Now more than this charge. They're not be simple property. If he left will, we don't oppose and say, okay, this woman not get nothing there. Then he obviously don't come out of the way. If you say, okay, now for this picking them, or now for the woman, you don't get nothing for doing it and bought in property, now the property. The only time we lawyer will go case government come inside housing matter. Now when a family they fight for a piece of land or a particular house, if they not get peace, government can inside say, okay, well, it look like peace not on this thing. With the auction this place and shape the money given. Government get the right for one. That is the only time government come into property. I think the one that we learn and better can explain. And the only time that the government they come inside, if me and you na brother or sister, then we fight for one land where my papa or my mama left for we too. Government don't try and I don't go police and see this fetch die go can do. They call now too. We auction this, we sell them. Then they go them value them, they sell them. So tell them go sell them cheap one and give them the money on go try before. But
all right, thank you so much, sir.
Anyway, Thank you, Yale, for the
Thank you
people
so much.
for
Yes, we'll
comment
get
and
another
timing that
caller.
it either rise.
Yeah,
All
thank
right
you.
then. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you. Hello caller, waiting on your name and who side the call from?
Hello, this is Aisha 2 days SALONE again.
Hi, Miss Isatu. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. You know, in as much as the topic were there in Brown, we talk about how family, where man died and then the family can't take the property, take the property and the woman in hand. We're not for bring I mean, we can talk about time, but I don't think so for digress from this topic today. The fact say, where woman die, a man in family, they can't take property. Because now salon me see, nobody know they die natural death. Anybody know die, put your hand inside it. And me, the weapon.
Oh gosh.
Weapon no dey, but dem go end na the woman, anything na the woman na kill the man. How he kill, I don't know. For Monday, they don't speak. You know, they go hospital, nothing pass away, you know, work again, and the time you can't go to hospital. The whole time when you go there, even when you work for the gate and say, hey, they ask me, you know, they go hospital. The way that the thing I can get, they don't find here. And the woman, I don't kill her for property. Then they, na side issue. So now let's that side. Not talk about me on ground today. And which is the fact that people, the family members, in the time, they can't take property and the woman there. And where he left the beginning standard, which is not good. I think on that side we for the law will remain there. That will remain on topic for now. That's not number one for add.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I think make a point though.
Yes. Yes, you start.
I can make a short comment on that. On the
yes.
On a pre.
Yeah.
Make a pre. Somebody make a comment. The first caller about for comment on before ever, you know. Because just like quoting Mrs. Kalon said, law concentrate on the floor. And yes, indeed, a painful, most of the time you can see somebody they married and the one person they died, and you see the family they can't grab. And what it make I remember where then 2 days ago they watch now VOS page, I see somebody took coffee the way run and they felt that kill post we already die. So like that just answers Kalon question. Then somebody talk again about the customary law, reform of the customary law. I tell anybody, we lost in a salon most of the time. That one way they tell you, see, that law reform no address the main issues. Child support. When one of the main issues that way it kind in terms of their marriages and the way they try for reform. That law no address them well. If you don't marry, you don't get you don't talk to me with somebody, you don't born for you. The end that person will not day. Now salon you dey see child support, the woman pass it go sell a feed in Peking. There's not like child support na salon. What are signs around Africa where they see like for instance, go to South Africa, let you see a system. Let you see child support the work, baby mama. In fact, now the more I read out baby mama before ever I read and Facebook bloggers and Africa. But we don't get anything in there. So you see, Sierra Leone is so fragile that one side they tell you say no don't pian is for mine. Other side they say don't pian is for mine like but just wear glove. You know, so it depends on how you look the law. You know, so that side they will not guarantee you say if you get 5 years, this 5 years a day, but it not already guarantee you. Only one way it guarantee you where I feel say me know for now that registry. Tap to me if fine. Convince the man that same energy the man take out in a house. Let use that same energy go marry you on a register. I feel say that the best way. But that 5 years business is that now law way politicians in the car will tell them want for gain some young people and vote this that then just kill the whole thing. They make them paint them black, then paint them to white, present that to the people. You know, so but we see then single mothers. And one of the most suffering people in our salon right now are single mothers. Don't born for man, where the man know they take care. you go see that small pikin, 18 years old pikin, popo another pikin, popo pikin, then I check at Steven Street, nobody look them. You know, so that side they will not forget about that side. That side are all issue on you. You know, now we concentrate on the one way the man they die, where the woman they take the property. I go tell
Okay.
all for now until the
Yeah,
laws they
Mr. Oman.
change, the family
want
get all the
Mr.
right to own the
question.
property.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Madam Kabo, your question.
This scenario
So
where
no
they
get time.
come on the head before we go to the, because we get somebody where they interview when a live person will go through this as well. We all get this thing in our family anyway. But I want to ask, Lord say the scenario why they try for put here is the person, Lord say a wife or a husband, a proven self say yes, now then kill this person, then partner for property, then the law taking cause, then go jail. But the pikin where then get between this and the spouse, now that person then born the pikin. Then now we they say the pikin just for go back the property if I go to the pikin because the pikin, if the law says so, it go to the pikin. But you feel say where the property go to the pikin, the woman serve anything because the woman are in pikin this. So if you serve in jail or anything, you get right for dwell inside a house because now in Peking.
Well,
Yeah,
Akika,
go in, FA.
Yes.
Yeah, because the woman are in Peking. So no matter what, okay, let me just say back again. If na the woman na in die, you know, because that never can happen back again. Where some woman they get money, they got all the wealth, they got all the gentry more than the man. So let me say whether na the man happen to or na the woman happen to, na them Peking. Because me, I not go see me papa the strain or me mama the strain. No matter what he do, you know, I go forgive me mommy that property there. I not go say me mommy no go come in me house, so then give me, or I will kick me mama or me papa out. I will accept them. You know, I make even the Bible, the Quran say you get for forgive, no matter what somebody do. I go forgive, but although I not go forget say me mama or me papa kill one of me parents them, but I go forgive and we go share the property. Me for
But
me,
so you know what create say go end up for kill yourself?
I can give you one side of that. I can respond to Mrs.
It's up to her. Now you sin. When he die, not so him God they go judge next one. If when he came in for the same property, then you now. And then God go judge her now, Madam Kabo. There's no thing I go do. Now me mama or me papa, so I go forgive. That's what I go say. I don't know what the viewers they think though. If them go forgive their mama or papa, they go accept them back. So, Mr. Umar, what do you think?
Okay, I think say that side of Mr. Gafford's opinion. Of the things where make people they go to prison, make them go reform them, make them know say what them do a bad, you know, and let them, most of the time prison, I make we don't change them to correctional center, you know, try for correct una wrongdoings and make sure say at least in the way you kill somebody, no amount of prison time, not the way they serve again, where you go bring that person to life. But at least if you don't go take 15, 20 years, you say go no say waiting bad. Now let's answer Mrs. Kago in question. Me if me na the pikin, yes, you know my mama, you know my daddy, but for the mere fact that the woman deprived me of my daddy, for the mere fact that the woman deprived me of my daddy, or for the mere fact that the man deprived me of my mama, you know, I will stay again.
You know the way.
For the mere fact that you deprive me from my mama, or you deprive me from my papa, you know, the right to life, you deprive them, that you deprive me of that meal opportunity for live with me own parents, full parent. When I say full parent, you take one of the vow, you don't take again at that family.
Oh wow! So that means say you the disown your parent there.
As a mama.
Hey.
No, and also the dishonor is say you know allow my house.
Dishonor Mrs. Kago.
They say they disown
Mrs.
am
Cabo,
because for not allow
Mrs.
your
Cabo,
family na you life or your parents na you life. That's a disown. When
Mrs.
you know they
Cabo,
allow somebody na you
Mrs.
life,
Cabo,
especially
Yes.
when are your parents or family, that's disown right there.
Mrs. Cabo.
Uh-huh.
The
Yes.
one of the thing wey na the only Lord and the way in within the Islam are not able up with. They say you no matter what you do, only thing wey go say where you go deny, now where you go say for deny God. But that particular one day what you do, believe me, that
You
side
go
that the lock
deny
you at
am.
the Quran, at the lock you at the Bible, at the disown you. So if you get right
Okay.
to disown me as you pikin, I forget right to disown you as my mama. You know.
Okay, well, I'll go to the video.
Okay,
Thank you very much, guys,
I
for this.
know. All right. We'll get one comment. We'll go read them before we close the show. Hopefully, we'll go come back again with the same topic. Yeah. So because now time not in our favor again. Crispin they say an instant when a man and a woman goes apart, and it happened that the man traveled abroad and the men happen and the children to go abroad, and later the children help the children help his or her
The
mom
child.
out of the town. I believe it's also the same. It is deprivation, and some of this relationship end in pain. For me, I will be careful with the mother if it's proved away. Please read. I think that's it. I don't even understand.
What will you do? This is the program where they come to now every Saturday, a Voice of Salone Radio and TV Network. And today, I do with a guest, and we're going to introduce himself. What's my name?
Nemaya Majano.
You married?
I'm married, but the man don't die.
Your man don't die. How long will your man don't die?
And the 1 year don't pass.
1 year don't pass. So like but today the money also up to now, eh?
And only they give because of people that don't do.
So you want to tell me say the man and people including at the place?
Yeah.
So what not the problem we make them include at the place?
Because of the man where they married me, your sister, the pikin, they begin for that wisdom. So when the man don't die now, all set to go against me. All set to go, and then they come in the cost, and then they do anything. Save me for left use.
So like but before the man will die, you not will get any problem before?
The man will get no problem.
What about the people and the money people and they get problem before?
No, we get no problem. Concerning no more, the OC documents where the man be old, where we be explaining the shepherd say no wait until the Sarah done so that we will do the handover for the paper. So then they no wait. They set Palava against me. Say me come for me for the me have no systems. Maybe me might not go that side itself.
And you want to say the OSIM property, let me say the OSIM paper, the man be hand over to you before he dies.
Yes, they show me inside the paper. Show me inside the paper. So I explained to the chief imam say like I hold the paper there until the 4 months and 10 days done, so that we will ask the one we get the post, make it will show that where is the paper.
Okay. Now since but you don't hand over the OC paper there right now, eh?
I will not hand over the OC paper during the 4 months and 4 months and 10 days everything.
But now where you say they don't pull you not the post. I meet you now you live presently.
Yes, the one mommy was one day that the area good. So they sent a lot for me. So we said for the car to family they still a party go out of here. So I manage small.
So you get picking them?
Yes, I get 4 picking there.
Oh, picking them.
And they take care of.
Then they go school?
All they go school. The one where they take care of them, God.
So how you do for take care of them in their own now with the go school? So
because they know that me put me and not me get stand again. Pass I go talk to one woman they give me market so I go sell. And over again you only back again me profit so much. So that's why they live right now.
I know how they feel now because it's difficult. Even when man in a house, you can see how some family is trained. I know what's up now when the man don't die. You as a woman with 4 picking them for take care of them, no easy. But this woman here, we can rescue us so we do not space here. You not say make una there now forever or waiting?
No, they not give me forever. Because of the strain and the way they set an alarm for me, and they say you say because of the bar, they be able way. I mean they say I can take care of one so that's not really continue. If I get place, I will go.
So like you don't get place now where you want to go, or let me see, you still be search for place?
I still is search for place, but I don't really get hope.
Okay. Yes. So like with now the present situation now, the family, nobody come and see how you suffer them for going for help picking them.
Then none. When the mommy don't tell them what for tell them, they self turn against. And myself I just look there on the side and continue to do.
Yeah. Hi, all right, me family. As soon as I don't see that video, yes, when I don't see the video. So this then I think that exactly what can they happen. I don't see majority of the time then and the woman then and then they end up for struggle for make them raise them picking them, especially for put them picking them to school and then go end up do any kind of trading, for make them support them picking them. And as soon as I don't see an example for this woman here so with the interview. So Madam Cabo and Mr. Umar, when I get anything for say before we close the show?
Mrs. Cabo will go first.
Okay, I'm gonna try for look for the comment where you be saying you don't understand. For
No, I don't
something.
understand now because I get forget that all or I get forget that over again. Because in they say if the man bring him picking and come, then they left the woman at home or maybe the man at home. That means they don't deprive that person for picking. So now that the message they say.
Oh, well, I mean, it depends if you're not for greener pasture, because most times if
I know.
the life
I
now
know.
best the life yonder, and every partner wants let the other partner bring a picking come, because that way instead go get pathway for come na yeah. But if you a man partner not get picking, what they care about you? No, not get anything. Right? If you be anything within inside the relationship, okay. But if nothing not been there, that's the end. But if you get picking, where the picking jump, you self don't jump. So whether the man on a day or the woman on a day, I don't think it matter. So most people then, not because of the greener pasture, they want them go let them picking and kaya educate ya and they get better life now. So I think say that deprivation, the way we sister they talk about, I don't know if now that right comment. I think say now in the picking then go welcome that self because now who's picking then a salon or America. So I think say that deprived.
Let me short comment to that.
One parent, huh?
Let me make short comment.
Sure.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Umar.
I think say Crispin. I think say don't test more in Como Salon. Let remember again. A Salon Sierra Leone. Nothing to work under. Sierra Leone not will not get net level guardianship for say. Way man and woman part for take care of the people. We not get the only the work. Then a salon. Salon na the only country.
Majority, Mr. Umar, na the woman na they do, huh? Na the woman na they take care of the
tell na salon. We live like face we day. Na salon you they see the part with the woman. The picking small. The man they taking picking go give for men. A pull on the woman hand. Guardianship no nothing no get na salon. Nothing that exists na salon. That salon is the woman they married to woman then part the man go take the picking in a salon a carry go even if na space you want carry go nobody they ask So that's why na salon. I think say some people really forget say we still in a Sierra Leone. Na Sierra Leone we talk about that's not the function under. That's it.
I think we get a caller on the line. Hello caller, what's in
Hello.
your name and where they come from? Yes.
Yes, Madam Fatmata, Crispin again. I send that
Yes,
comment.
sir.
Yeah, I send that comment just now. Which are the try for say? I think when I get me wrong. Which are the try for
Oh,
say?
okay, sorry.
Like when we give an instance, say if the mama they find her guilty, in instance of the mama they find her guilty, say and kill the man, waiting they happen to the property and the pikin. Now that's at the give instance. Say now look at this scenario. Say okay, the man and the woman they them both picking at tongue. Then it can be say this man travel, then part. Then this man travel. At the end of the day, waiting not happen, so then that the man hurts the woman so badly, then the man can travel. Then he sent for this pikin. Automatically, he don't send for the mommy. Now that's a try for talk. Automatically, he send for that pikin that the mommy don't send for.
But it's the same thing too, though.
So in that case,
we don't
the
understand
pikin,
now.
we say if the property, the woman not for go there again or whatever. Now they try for bring that instances, they say automatically we send for that pikin. Now the mommy don't bring come back so overseas. It must send for mama. Now I the comment say if they find me mama guilty, once they say he kill me papa, then I will be very careful with him. I'm not going to say I will disown him 100% because I will left her to in God for judge him. But I will be very careful.
Then you nice, me I go disown.
That's my point.
Mr. Omar say you nice, single dishonor.
anyway, now man they talk, but now woman they na the picture, now my wife they na my profile picture.
Oh, okay, yeah, so I was confused.
Same na man on a woman.
Oh no, sorry, I'm not
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for calling. Yes. And yes, Mr. Umar. And also we want to say thank you so much to the callers, then the one that we don't comment, and the one that way they watch this show with we really appreciate. I want to say thank you. And we hope say by the ending of this video, we're not able to share with our friends and family, so them back can get a little bit or more impact from this show. Yeah, so we don't do today. So we encourage you now for please share. Whether on our WhatsApp group or on any group and stuff like that. We want to say thank you so much. And Mr. Umar, Madam Cabo, it's what I get for say. The body now na cut though.
Okay, I go make Mr. Umar close.
Yeah, men first. This everything ladies first, you know the work.
I'm not talking about something.
Anyway, I go and keep me thought first. Now I get to they say from there. I learn from you. But anyway, we tell the callers and thank you. Today, they make the show a very successful one. Every call and everybody again comment and all make we happy today because when you come up with a program like this, then you get people really contribute positively. It really nice, you know. So like at least we know say we work all the do in the background. We get people we really supportive of them. The only advice I want give again na that woman. No sit down you wait till your man die. You know say if I be no I don't go register. Married, try by all means. Now they don't make it easy. Most of the way they ordain marriages, they get the forms. When they give the form, when you don't fill the form, when you don't get that certificate, make sure so you register that certificate within the time when not about too much of and then we corner law, then we customary laws, then this that. It's not safe. In fact, even like I say, even the constitution, what would they talk all the advice for doing not safe? We not go see the customary. That one where they say 5 years, 30 days, and they say 5 years, they not specify waiting will come for the baby mama. how man go take care of him pikin, wetin na the law, how much man forgive when you born you pikin, here the woman know the how much he forgive you pikin as a child support na Sierra Leone. Up to now the 21st century, Sierra Leone they not talk about am. The bigger law we get, they work. It only work for politicians because we see the politicians and test them during election just because they want forget at each other, suspension or suspension. We see them affect themselves. When the former minister and the other former minister and the minister now, because so yeah, we need to call him now because this cyber law the way they don't make her now. The girl who calls her, he won't catch. So like. The afraid now is so now we go for the way they call me. Then I just see the minister and that minister now where they affect themselves through bigamy law. You see, this the work. Sierra Leone Constitution they tell you say no put yana no leak this per mine. The other one they tell you say wear glove leak the per mine. Now so the law dey nobody no care about anybody. Single mothers and they are picking the born picking, big woman the born picking the born in company picking. We they see that they happen, nobody know the responsible. So not too much hope and trust on this with marriage law. Make sure say you legalize your marriage, register your marriage, so that when anything happen in the future, you get side for fall back on. Like what Mrs. Calon say, it make a very good point. In fact, one of that way I really happy for. Not only if make sure you get your will, write down if you sick, what in for do. If you die, what in for do. Make sure you put it on black and white. That not the only happen. You not only help the one that will live, but at least your soul when you die, you don't give your soul a resting time. That know say even when you die alive, if you die tomorrow, your family, you picking, your loved one is secured. But if you not do, believe me, that they can say, in there you burial, your enemies they go cancel, they eat the rest, they then drive your loved ones and your own property. And guess what? Will I tell you something? They go get right because why? The law at the time favor them. Until we change most of this law, most of the time in the constitution, yes, then change. Most of the time you go, then laws they need to say inside the constitution, but they exist until we ban them. Until we ban them laws there, then still they in place and then they work. And then family where the old property na woman there, where the man they don't die. Like that poor woman we see so today, where I really feeling for. Yes, the family then might get right somehow. You know why? Because the customary law, that will archaic law, it don't give them the hold on of the property. What thing we for do as a nation for change that? We get a country where even that money referendum, ordinary protest, they need to allow them. I don't go see a referendum for let them do referendum for kick against law or for change a law. Then they go be the kingdom. You know, so let we look for we you got for be when I laugh, you got for be your own gatekeeper. Make sure so you protect yourself. You get the first obligation for protect yourself in case of anything. Register. Avoid tap to me. That 5 years now just a fancy law. You need to work. If you work on an accent single mommy, then I will get picking them. In a free turn, you see salon, you see one young man get 3 picking to 3 different women there. No one need to take care of all. The other hand they sell granite in the street. The other hand they boil corn. The other hand they tote cassada, raw cassada for sale. They need to take care of no one. Government no make anything we go protect them people and they. So I tell them I thank you till we meet again. Me na Omar they say bye for now.
I thank you, Mr. Umar. That's a good one and a funny one too. Oh, good. Yes, Madam Cabo.
Well, I want to say plenty thank you to we viewers, them everybody engaged today. So this is the we say we viewers them the most topic where they appreciate now follow we stick on with family topic. So it seems like some topics in there we can debate small, it get for deal with government, and most people they don't tire with that. So we may say sometimes they listen, but not they engage a lot. But this topic today they tell we say we they back on point. So I appreciate everybody in contributions, and again, we want for make everybody know say whatever we discuss now, yeah, if it happen for be somebody in scenario, make say nobody not intend for talk about anyone because we don't know people and even if somebody know you, make we all just take and say everybody this now learning point. There is no nothing or the way person they talk way not make sense or something the way make sense too much past another. We all na learn with the land. So having said that, we culture that thing where where the technical team you put up before for something about the Philippines, they have get your issue. So it's not just we. So everybody can read where it can say when the spouse passes away, the conjugal property of absolute community ends and the property is shared among the heirs. Philippine law determines who the heir are and how much they inherit. Even wills are subject to these laws and must provide for the legal heir or risks being void. So we all see everybody they feel in a salon where you born boy pikin automatic, like the boy pikin, the big one. So we see say they will say not we want to struggle, we get other people. And so in this case, you go to make your will, but the law also they come in if you know well then it then gets a different law actually. So even if you handpick, even when you pass away, somebody else can change things. So I feel say as a community, as family members, then we all for look out for each other. We all for be each other's brothers keepers, because it can be to you today, it can be to it can be the next person as well. So you, the brother or the sister, we no one for do better thing, we no where they sleep all day, we just there for take debt here and here, mismanage your money, where they say oh, go school and no one for study. Most of them relatives and then they wait for people. Now they always so
They wait
feisty.
for family member for die.
Yes, they're so feisty. The common thing when a cop self, then will hate you, the wife or the husband for that. Oh, na my sister in property this he work so hard. Oh, na my brother in property this he work so hard. Let we all learn for both of we own property and work so hard, not to somebody else. Because when they say for go school, they don't have for go school. They give everybody the same opportunity or for go land job. The one way they strive hard, now it can be the one way can suffer the most where they don't grow up. Because now the one way can acquire more property there because it's serious. The one way not serious, they can they pass all over the place, they cause trouble, they pan woman business or born picking they all over the place. No one keep one relationship as somebody is and small no more already for them because it harbor. Now they can end up for enjoy because why? Now they wicked. They always they look out for let the next person die and then they afraid, even though they can know sometimes believe say they get conscience, but because of they not themselves they not get, then they look out for let the person die, make them push the picking them away, let them take their own picking them in. But guess what? I don't see back. Even when they can take them property, then they know they for maintain them. So they're not can raise the picking them up. The woman can go struggle or the man struggle, but most of the woman they be the struggle. All the other family members they wake up at that house, as the house begin for rip off, then they all that's why they left back again. When they don't picking them big, if they're there for raise and then they go other side, or if I lie anybody, when I can left when I comment. Now so that all they can fall back. Why they fall back? Not because they're wicked, but because they're sloppy, they're not sabi, they're not able to do anything anyway. So let we all learn for make the wheels there, but we know that them wheels there, they can go but so far in Africa. For the most part, if you come up from a poor home and the man in family and get and then be bad people and you're not able to overturn the laws, then for them, they can still manipulate and some of the lawyers and also you get lawyers that will cook and they will cook the books. So me, I think say everybody before your family, your man or your wife pass away, be vigilant. Me, I believe one thing, waiting in a me on hand, me granny say, Madengo man say, Alantema, lay a me to me hapam, me own property na everybody. Not to name no more for me, and not for just be asset like for house, try forget liquid card, forget something inside your name, forget account if you get business, because if you then take your house, what you go fall back on tete, then they fight that case. Any woman supposed to forget something like that. Just even the Westman woman then they say, woman and they outlive the man then. So every woman forgets something, not by hiding, but you supposed to forget something. Because anything can be. I myself, the house can catch on fire. Where the insurance, where they back on, where the, right? Where this, where the
They
bill,
cover houses, you know they.
yeah, there. So get
So
something
they
on
are
the side.
like,
So not depend on nothing. Even the man, it can tell you one thing, it change something else. And the most people that working for the victim, where are they feel say the woman that were not born, then you forget it now zero. If you were born in Mona, let alone not born with a man. Then the pikin the way the mama then can die early inside the marriage, the papa take another step, pikin or another wife. Then pikin and they can suffer horrible. Pass one until the uncle they waiting sorry for them. So outside them pikin and they can fall inside the crack. Then papa they don't die. Then when they start the marriage now before that other mama come, but now when the death come, the pikin and not get no chance. So me I go stop now. Yeah, I want to say. Thank you to everybody. Let we all be sympathizers then because you can do somebody picking today. Tomorrow it can be young picking. So until next time we go left and for Naya. Una all thank you. I don't get anything else for add to this, but thank you. Over to you, Madam Savage.
All right, Madam Cabo, thank you. And I just want to tell you and say, you know, we show now we they do every last Saturday of the month. Because the reason why, because most of the time we not get a lot of resources for support we shows, and then they make they push them to the last Saturday of the month, so that way they will when they come we will be well prepared and we will get a lot of sauce for share with you now. We want ourselves, go be happy with them. And so that's the reason why. So please me fumble them when I want for make una know say we don't push them to the last Saturday of every month. And also we go update una 2 weeks ahead where the show they start, so that way they wanna go able una go be well prepared and una go able for join we as well. And we just want to say sorry for any inconvenience where this here so they create, and we apologize in advance and up say we will not self go able for join we, so that we'll go push this program here so forward, and also Sierra Leone as well. And me also saying to this topic here so today, I don't get that much for say because Madam Cabo and Mr. Umar don't say it all. But me, the only thing what they say, just like how they say, when you marry the man, make sure say you get a paper where show say you and that man they married. And also, for young woman them or maybe young man them, not wait till you don't old or say, oh, we are 85, we are 65. Now they tell you they write your will because you don't know what thing they happen, because this life here so in then God in hand. And when would they say if your husband passed away, we not wish say now only the man then the passed away. We don't see where the woman then can die too. All life they then God in hand, just like as I don't say. So it's very good for make you go the write your will as times that goes on, and also you can change your will as anytime they come where you go change your will. But I prefer you start writing your will now just in case something happen, so that way the right person them or the person where you want for making inherited property will able forget that property there, when not go cause any problem or any fights for your property. So me na me on saying dande and me where they come to na me na fact matter, and this show ya so is what would you do? They come to na from POS. And we just want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you for that we call Mr. Crispy, Mr. Mohammed, and Mr. Edward. And also when I with the watch we and when I with the comments, we appreciate tonight a lot. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll go see you now the last Saturday of July. Thank you so much. We love you guys and we say tata. Please share the video. Love you, love you, love you. Mwah. Tata.